Ooh, bollocks. Okay. You should run away. Alright, that should be fine. Yeah, that's not good, is it? What we should do... Where are clerics? Yeah, what we'll do is we'll get you into a different group. If I can remember how the hell to do it. Oh yeah, right here. I've not done it for so long, apparently. Right, ignore. You did go in front of everyone else, which isn't great. If I just find you... There we go. Are you on the list? There we go. No, I've already added the member. Right, so you move over here. No! Ignor died! Oh, the bastards! That's what happens when you charge him by yourself, Ignor. Oh, that's a shame. Barely a chance. He wasn't in for that long. Oh, these fucking kobolds, man. The thing is that they're not grouped up. They need to be grouped up. And sometimes they don't all obey my commands. That's a damn shame. But don't you worry, Ignore. You will be remembered in the Hall of Heroes that we will be creating. Just for you. The Valor of the Valor of Sid. Can we rename this? Why can't I rename this? Come on. I call it the Valor of Ignore. Where's your grave? Ah, what a shame. Alright, we'll move you over here, Ignore. Kind of would like it if the profession had like a little mark right here on the gravestone. That'd be a nice look. Right, so we've lost someone, which isn't great. Hopefully the next person that pops up is of significant capabilities. At least now they're grouped up, although we're missing one of the clerics. I'm wondering why that is. Tell you what, though, he would have lived if they obeyed my commands, but they didn't. Or if one of the kobolds didn't just get that last lucky shot off. But he did just keep panicking and running that direction, which was not ideal. If there was ever a place to panic, it's not in that direction. Maybe if I made him go this way instead, you never know. Captain Hindsight. It's a possibility. That was a very short reign, though. He wasn't with us for that long. I shouldn't really be doing this much, yeah. Don't want to slow them down too much. We're getting close, though, to getting this started, which is fantastic to see. So some proper levels going on. Some proper levels, man. Some sick bants, as it were. Yo. Sure. Sure, yo. Why not? So unfortunately, this doesn't perfectly connect, which means we're going to have to do this little pain in the ass way. Really wish it wasn't selected on this really annoying grid system. It really doesn't make sense. I'd rather just sort of let me use it wherever I want. Or maybe just have a system where you hold shift and scroll and that changes the size of your selection. Or, simply enough, just make it so that I can build down. That's something they really need to add. Like vertical... Yeah, vertical boxes so you can drag things up and down to select jobs and that lot. Hopefully they get that done. I'm waiting for that update. That'd be a great update. That would save me so much building time. Hello? Oh, the cook. We can buy some omelettes. I had an omelette the other day. I say omelette. I made an omelette on Saturday, and it was gorgeous. It was fantastic. It had tomatoes, bacon, cheese. The works. It was great. And then the one I made on Sunday, I used a different pan, so it stuck a bit. I was very unhappy. And it didn't turn out great. It was a bit all over the place. It was just a disaster. My whole day was ruined by the single omelette. The event, I call it. No one ever forget the event. The fine dresses look really nice. I'm going to keep those. And yeah, that's my omelette story. Am I boring you yet? Hopefully so. Wow, it's already... I've only got 15 minutes left. That was quick. I guess this would be the second episode now. Although... Is that really the case? I don't know. I set the timer for 45 minutes so I can get a bit more done per episode. But I might go for an extra 30 minutes just so it's 25 minutes per episode. But I do have a bunch of other videos to record today. It's a very busy day. I'm feeling good. So I want to abuse that feel-goodness. Hello! Your traits are mind-numbingly crap. Right. Well, they're not mind-lugging me. Ugh. Ignore, but you were the one with, like, really good stats, weren't you? Oh, that makes it so much worse. Wait, I think you were. Oh, no, you were the one with really good stats. Okay, that makes more sense. Ignore probably had, like, a 6 in health or something like that. Or at least we've got a new archer, so that's fine. You, however, is going to have to be a worker. We don't really have anyone else right now that is fully capable of being a soldier. Oh, no, you can. Although your spirit's not very high, which I think does affect your ability to keep aggro or something like that. Curiosity. Oh, no, it affects your experience gain, which is quite significant, really. I'd like you to get your levels up rather quickly. You, Vincent. Wait, are you the new one? You're not the new one, are you? You're the new one. You're the new one. You're the new one. There we go. Yeah, no, Vincent, you can definitely be a soldier. I could have you be a knight, because your body right now is pretty good. Your body, mate, A-okay. Oh, no, mind increases experience. Spirit, being an idiot, apparently. Compassion, determines maximum trapper count. I should know all these by now. Determines health regeneration, which is very important. Determines chance to flee in combat. That's it, courage, which is pretty good. So I feel like you, Vincent, you can be our new soldier. Now, you did request to be a footman. That's it. So this is always good. That's actually fantastic. Good job. You've gained your position. And the new person that just came in, we're going to make sure to call you Mr. Let's pause the game right now. Mr. Well, not Mr. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. He's called... Okay. Drachman. I feel like I put your name in already and I just forgot to tick you off. No. Should be fine. Merv! He's eating my shirt. How dare you, beast? Fly. I love doing that. It's like I have the power of flight in my very hands. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason what you just saw right then of why I don't want to engage that fleet, as it were. Fleet. It's not a fleet, but anyway. That actually looks better, doesn't it? Well, no, it doesn't, because I can't really have an effective staircase doing that, can I? No, I can. It looks good. I could draw it all back by 1 block. And just have it go up every other block. And not every 2 instead. Which doesn't look as good now that I'm thinking about it. What I should do is have like a little wall. Just maybe 2 blocks up from each one. So it really is significant. But then what do I have on either side? Do I have anything on either side? That's a good point. I kind of like the idea of it curving in a bit as well. Maybe on the last section, just sort of here, curving in. And then here, it's a shame I can't have it curve in now. Well, I can. Depends, really. And then here I could have it curve in. That's a bit of a missed opportunity, which is kind of annoying. Having it curve in really would help out. Well, that's not completely missed out, because I can just have the end do that. And these bits don't really have to do it. Okay, I like the idea of that. So what we're going to do is from here, we're going to try and curve it in somewhat. So from this section, we're going to go in by 3. And then by 2. 2. Is that too sharp? Is that even leveled? Yeah, that looks right. Ish. Ish. Possibly not. Let's get rid of that little chunk that's sticking out. Oh, this bit's all mined out. That's not nice. We're going to have to just sort of put a little bit of plaster in there. That's fine. Easy. And then 3 blocks. 3 blocks and 3 blocks. So we're going in sets of 3. It tends to be the best way to get a smooth incline. Something feels really wrong about this. Single, 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s. No, it should be fine. And then we go in by 4. I think 1 4. And then 6 in across right there. And that should be dead on in the middle. So if we mine that out, of course, we have to make sure, yeah, we're connected up by around about there. So that should be fine. And then we just sort of mine out anything that's around this. That should do the trick. I do sort of feel like I could just time-lapse this bit, but I don't think it's going to be long enough to really warrant it. Time-lapse is usually of something that's... Well, then again, I've made a few smaller houses in the past. But this isn't really of anything too specific other than a doorway, which I feel like I could get done in an episode. Half the game is building, so I shouldn't just throw it all in time-lapse everything. Okay, so now we've got to get rid of... Ooh, there's no way up. Okay. Well, we can actually just sort of slowly make our way up, can't we? Yeah, there we go. So now we can get rid of those two at the top, if, of course, you are brave enough to do so. Let's get rid of this ladder. Let's get rid of these ladders. We'll cancel those. Panic a little bit there because invaders are approaching. Where are the invaders approaching from? Over there. They're low on health, so they must have killed something for me. Good, I'm glad. Fight them. Soldiers. Dwarflings of Darkstone. Level 1 right there. Right there for the footman, being Vincent. Is he going to be our new knight? I think so, yeah. We need a new knight. Level 2 already. Okay, nearly there. Is that going to be a level 3? Nah. Nearly. Level 1 right there for Mr. Wolf. Fantastic to see. Level 6 for our new cleric. That vein's really weird, isn't it? That's very strange looking. Right, so that's our curve right there. And that's the prominent area, which makes me feel like that's why I should just have this bit do this. Oh, no, I should have this bit just straight angled off from these corners. That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to do that. Although, of course, I should go a block out if I'm going to continue with this whole design right here. Oh, wrong screen. The hell am I going? Here we go. So from here, this is very important. Very important. You do not understand. Right. From here... kind of feel like it should curve inwards instead. Curve inwards, the middle bit can be straight, and then this bit can curve it. Yeah. Or I could just have it be a straight path up, which would also look kind of cool. That's the problem, really. I'm sort of trying to figure out how this entrance is even going to connect up on this side. And I could just have it simply sort of 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and then connect up in the middle. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Is that from the corner? Yeah. Should really be getting rid of all the random foliage that's lying around as well. I say foliage, all the materials that we've left lying around, and then we just sort of go all the way across. How would that look? The only problem I've got with doing that is, of course, these corners are sort of a bit... I mean, no, it should be fine, so we'll just do that. Yeah, my mind was inverted on how it was going to work. But no, that's fine. Just want to add a little bit more interesting design, because it's going to be quite a flat area, really. Which is why I've got some sort of elevation added to it. Because otherwise it would, well, like I already mentioned, it would be kind of boring. The only interesting feature would be the doorway. So I want to add a little bit more decoration to the front. So we've got this little bit right here, just very sudden. Which could be a problem, but I think it was alright. And then from this area, we do something else quite similar. Just have it curve in. Which I feel like I could go back a little bit more with this. But it is a very open zone. But we'll see what it looks like from here. So same thing. Oh, not like that though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you always just follow the same number design, but always go up by 1. Because that way, you can get the curve perfectly well. Of course, sometimes you might want to go up by an extra block. As in, go in segments of 4 instead of what I'm doing right here, which is segments of 3, and then extending the block by 1. Because I do feel like it was a bit too flat on the end. And 2, 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit better. Four, 4, and then 4. And then the last one should connect up. So that should be fine. So we'll do the same on the other side, but every 4 blocks. At least it should be. Just double checking that. Yep, looks good. Yep, looks good. 4, 4, 4. And then these two connect. And is that off at all? There. Nope, seems alright to me. And then what we can do is mine this bit in by 1. And it's mostly going to be a wall. And only the middle sections is really going to be the way to get up and down. It's all for design reasons, though. The only problem I will have is where I put the statues, because it does limit my space ever so slightly. But I can, of course, put other things instead of the statues, if I really don't feel like it's a good idea. Or, like I mentioned before, the statues can go up here instead. And then we could just have some sort of cool-looking Dwarven-like pillars. I don't think I'm capable of making a smaller version of the statue, though, so I feel like I'm not going to do that. I'm really bad at making statues, and the bigger it is, the more detail you can really throw in. How many more enemies have spawned over here? I'm really glad we blocked this off, otherwise I feel like we'll be dead by now. Instead, especially losing a knight that early. But of course, the main problem was that Ignore was the only one out here, which really was weird. Why was he the only one? He was new as well, so he didn't have the best armor because he couldn't wield it. Of course, we have new bows now, don't we? Which look pretty cool. What is the damage value? 35. Okay, that's pretty strong. It's an extra 10 damage. Of course, added on to what their upgrades are going to give them. Vincent right there, level 3. Which is great to see, because now he can be a knight. Which is what we want to have. There we are. We want 2 of each class. Really. So we got 2 healers. Well, not 2 of each class, but I feel like having 2 tanky characters is definitely the way to go. So here we are. How does that look? That looks really cool. I really like this little staircase right here, because it does look like a staircase. But then sort of the way there's just sort of like a little step up on these little sections right here. But it gives a lot of open space on the first step, which is really nice, because it means we can throw in some statues here if we really wanted them. I don't like this, though. The spawn-in for it is really interesting, though. I feel like we'd have another block, like another square, and then another one right there, and it will go up and make sort of a square. There we are. One of these square things. Now, of course, what we need to do is move all of this rubbish out of the way. So that's what we are going to be doing now. So let's go ahead and change it so that everyone is just doing a hauling job. We will save as well, just to make sure the game doesn't destroy itself from the inside. We are getting ever so slightly close to the end of this episode. But I will go on for a little while longer, as I've already stated. State your designation. So that we can get just a little bit more done. Although I don't think I would have enough time to really get all this building done. But I can at least try and figure out some sort of wall design. Obviously trying to integrate something similar to what we have right here. Trying to make these sort of bulky looking bars, I suppose. They should hopefully connect themselves up here. Which, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because it will definitely help to separate the areas a little bit more. At least the staircase. Just sort of have it go in narrowly like this. And then this is sort of just open area. We'll have walls around here and just sort of bits and bobs taking up the space. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So let's get the path done first. It's a very important segment to add. And what we should do is first... Do we want the path to go out by 1 block? Let's click it first. And the path should be this Congo brown. So I think that's quite a nice look. We should do it from over here so that we know really what's going on. I think this will be really helpful in sort of getting the width of the main gate sorted out. Well, not the width, but just how much bulkiness we can really add and how big the actual doorway will be. So what we can do is have the, if we go over to this block right here, there's sort of 7 blocks on either side, and that's sort of the width of the main gate right there, and that's pretty good. I like that. That's a decent length. Of course, what I'm doing right now is silly because I could just rub this out. There we go. Yeah, keep the game running. It's not like Timber or Stone or anything. This is sort of like a template phase. Did I say template phase? It's like temple phase. It's a temple phase. I'm trying to use this brush. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll go out like this. And then we'll go forward a little bit more. There we go, just to finish it off. But what we should do is really branch out as we go further out. So from here, this should connect up until it gets to the very edge and then goes down by 1. How does that look? That's not bad. So make sure it's on the edge right there. Down like this. Down like that. There we go. And then what we do is we extend it on this side by an extra block, using up more space, making it look a little bit more grand as well. Quite nice. And then we do the same thing on this side. So, well, I think so. What did we do here? Remember this on this side. What did we do again? So from here, go down like this, down again. And I think it should only be 3 blocks because that's what we've done over here. So it just makes sense. Level 6 right there on the farmer. Fantastic to see. This gets very wide over here. Once again, as I've specified, it emphasizes the grandness of the walkway. So look at that. And as it narrows in, we can have the little not bridges, the walls added in. Which I really should get started on this side. But I want to copy what I've done right here, which is to add the braziers and add this sort of darker block right here. So we should try and get that done. Now, if we go to our blocks, there's going to be a lot of block placement right now. I'm not sure what kind of block I'm using right there, though. It looks like I'm using tuna. It's hard to tell. But it should be off by 1. So right here, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks. Although that is incorrect because it should be covered. So we try that again. Right here, there we go. 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks. And then we'll use this to go up by 1. We will delete that. Oh, no. Not rubbing it out for some reason. There we are. And I like the idea of the middle doing that. How's that look? Bit much, maybe? Not very Dwarven? Kind of like it to do that. Or maybe we completely block it off like this. Of course, we will need to have to do that, I suppose. Yeah, if we don't add this second bit. That's quite interesting. So it's not meant to be too high up. So we'll do the same here. Delete this bit. I like that, the dark blob in the middle as well. Okay. That's cool. I like that design. Now, how the hell do we move it so it sort of angles itself in such a way? And we could mine down by an extra block, which might be the best course of action, really. But of course, I suppose these sections, this is sort of like the wall design, really. So if we try and copy this, of course, the main problem is, of course, copying this is going to be... I like the idea of having the sort of gap there. But the issue with that is, of course, we're going off every other block, aren't we? So having this angle in such a way is going to be very interesting. Maybe this does warrant a time-lapse. Because there's quite a few things I would like to do with this to get this sorted out. And I'm looking at it right now and I'm really excited. Like, look at this. I really just want to get these walls done, get some new designs, find out where these statues should go, get the doorway sorted out. This may end up being a time-lapse. I'm not going to lie. Probably on a separate video. And then you'll see the finished product afterwards. But I feel like some of you probably would like to see it on the fly. hard decision to make. Maybe next episode, what I'll do is a little bit of it. That's probably the best course of action. But that's sort of what we're looking at right now. I guess we've already started, haven't we? So it's probably the best chance is while we're designing it, we can have them mine out and get ready to do the doorway. Yeah. I don't think it'll be too difficult. Yeah, I probably won't do a time-lapse. So there we are. But I might do a time-lapse of the middle part. It's really hard to tell. I'm still trying to figure out what the best course of action is. Whether most people want to watch me do it on the fly or do a time-lapse. I don't know. I don't mind either or, really. I'll end up getting a video out from it. So there we are. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel. And Twitch for live streams. There we are. Every time. I can't get it perfect, but there we are. At least I've moved all this rubbish right now. This music slowly sending me out. Oh, fantastic. I feel like I'm on a cloud. Beautiful. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.